Hey travelers, today we're going to be talking about the most common question that I get asked, which is, do you travel to Mexico with dollars or do you take pesos? If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. So, when it comes to tipping, you can take Canadian, but do not take toonies because they can't do anything with the coins. They have to line up at the bank on their day off, usually once every week is the day that they would get off. And they basically cannot exchange the currency. So do them a favor and either tip in US dollars, which are widely received. Ones are easy, you know, that converts out to about $1.35 Canadian. You can take pesos, these are 200s. The smallest denomination you can get is 20s. And right now that's about $1 Canadian, give or take, as the exchange rate fluctuates. The 20s tend to be more like our new Canadian money, where it's sort of that plasticky kind of material. So this is great if you're at the swim up bar because we know that's the most popular place that you want to be at the resort. And it's easy to just stuff a couple of 20s in your pocket if you're a guy, or if you're a woman, you just, carry it in your hand or whatever, but at least you can have some cash available for tipping. If you're going to a resort that is not in a very popular area, like 𝖳tu𝖾li𝖾, Bucerius, on the Pacific coast, smaller areas like that where there aren't as many American tourists, then US dollars may not be the wisest choice because remember, you're going to Mexico and what you ideally want is you want to give them money in their own currency, so it's easier for them to take those tips and then go out and buy groceries or gasoline or whatever they need. It would be no different than if you were a server here in Canada and somebody gave you a $20 US tip. Well, that's great, but then where can you use that in any kind of retail environment where you're going to get a decent exchange rate? The answer is you're not. You're going to have to go to the bank, get it exchanged before you can even use those funds. So ideally, in the best case scenario, you want to tip in local currency, whether you're in Jamaica, whether it's the Dominican Republic, or Mexico. Having said that, sometimes it is simply easier to take, an order, like pre-order from your bank or from a local currency exchange house, a bunch of ones. They'll give you an envelope for them, and then you can just piecemeal them out every day, whether it's for housekeeping, room service, service at the bar, service at the restaurants, the bell desk. These are the most common things that you're going to tip for. If you're in a lovely suite at some resorts, you might have a butler, in which case you might want to take a few larger denomination bills just so that you're not handing them, $40 in ones. You give them 40, they give them two 20s, and it just makes things easier. So my number one recommendation, first of all, is tip in local currency. The other thing is, just as far as doing the exchange rate, if you are going to take a foreign currency, don't go to the bank. You can order from the bank and get foreign currency, but I have found over many, many years of traveling frequently to various countries that the exchange rates tend to be better at the currency exchange houses. Now, sometimes you need to pre-order a little bit in advance, but you will tend to get a better exchange rate. And if you don't use all of your money, when you come back to Canada, you can take it back to either the bank or the currency exchange house, and they will buy it back from you. The banks tend to be a little bit more flexible on this, whereas the currency houses, because they're dealing with larger denominations of currency, not denominations, but volumes, they may have a minimum requirement for you to do this. But those are definitely some options for you. So like I say, pre-order your ones in dollars or go for the foreign currency of the country you're visiting. And you're on vacation. Be generous, be kind, be thankful, be grateful, and most of all, have a fantastic time. Thanks for tuning in. Again, hit a like if you enjoyed the video and don't forget to subscribe, and have a great day.